Hello traders, Gary Wagner here, just after 12 noon in Honolulu, 5 o'clock in New York on Wednesday, 13th day of December 2023, and this is the daily report for gold and silver.
The committee decided at today's meeting to maintain the target range for the federal funds rate at 5.25% to 5.5%. In our SEP, FOMC participants wrote down their individual assessments of an appropriate path for the federal funds rate based on what each participant judges to be the most likely scenario going forward. While participants do not view it as likely to be appropriate to raise interest rates further, if the economy evolves as projected, the median participant projects that the appropriate level of the federal funds rate will be 4.6% at the end of 2024, 3.6% at the end of 2025, and 2.9% at the end of 2026.
An obvious pivot by the Federal Reserve from extremely restricting to a much more accommodative monetary policy, or a pivot from a hawkish stance to a much more dovish stance. This pivot caused an explosion in price in both gold and silver pricing. We did send out trade alerts on both gold and silver. We'll cover that in detail when we pull up individual charts during our studies. As for gold, gold gained $48.10, is currently up 2.41% and fixed at $2,043.10. Silver gained over 4% because a lot of that trading occurred in Globex, but currently we have March silver at $24.11.5. We did send out trade alerts in both gold and silver. We recommended buying February gold at the market at the time that we sent it out, which was 9:18 in Honolulu, or approximately 18 minutes after the Federal Reserve released its statement and updated dot plot. 12 minutes before Chairman Powell began his press conference, gold was trading at approximately $2,020 right in this area here. It did close substantially higher, currently at $2,043.10. We placed our initial stop, good till canceled, at $1,997. We will look to move that up before New York reopens tomorrow morning. In terms of our exit strategy, we will go into much more detail tomorrow and Friday. However, initially, what we want to see is if gold can continue to rise overseas tonight and break above these recent tops here. If so, we're going to look at the 23.6% Fibonacci retracement. That is a retracement from the lows in October at approximately 1820 up to the highs that occurred early in December at 2152. That would be our initial target. As I said, we will cover it in much more detail tomorrow and Friday. We also sent out a trade alert in silver. We are looking at a 4-hour silver chart. The reason for that is when we only look at the dailies in terms of our silver chart, it is showing a much lower close based on the close in New York and not accounting for additional ground it gained in Globex as the intraday charts show. Currently, $24.11.5. Our trade alert got us in much lower, around $23.48. Our stop is at $22.97. In terms of our exit strategy, as we spoke about in gold, if there is follow-through buying, our first target in terms of silver comes in at around $24.40, with our upside target then moving to $25 and the top of $26 if we witness a sustained rally, as we most certainly could. This has been Gary Wagner wishing you, as always, good trading. We will talk to you tomorrow for the next daily update and review. Bye-bye.